Hi there, it's Adrian from Spry. I am filling in today for Lacey. We're filling in today for the Fireside chat. Welcome. Lacey is currently in Indianapolis at Gen Con with a client. So Gen Con, if you all don't know, is a really huge gaming convention. And so she's on site right now, which is why she can't be here. But she's there and she is currently doing, she is assisting video crews with getting stories. She's doing social media. She's doing interviews. She is basically like the on-site social media expert for our client, which is really fun. Which is something I wanted to mention. So at Spry, we do social media, we plan campaigns, we do consulting, we do all those things. But another thing that we do that we don't really talk about very often is that on-site social media management. We also are really great at helping video crews produce, figure out what the story is, figure out, making sure everything's on brand, making sure that the interview, goes well, make sure that many of the technical aspects of video work for social media. So we can also, be on site for social media, which is actually a really fun part of what we do. We've done it at different, gala events, just different live events. So that's also a really fun thing that we do. So that's what Lacey's doing. She'll be back next week. And so today I am your substitute teacher. Okay, so next on my list is fall. Speaking of campaign planning, it's August right now, August 1st actually. And back to school is around the corner. Before we all know it, we're gonna have the pumpkin spice lattes. We're gonna have, back to school clothes. We're gonna have books. We're gonna have Halloween coming up. Then we're gonna have Thanksgiving. Then we're gonna have Christmas. We're gonna have all those things are gonna be happening. So right now in August is a really great time to sit down and plan out your next quarter, because as we all know, once we get into September with back to school, October, November, December, so many people get busy, people go on vacation, people go see family, so it's really, really important to have all your content planned out beforehand. You'll thank yourself later that you were ahead of the game and you had some ideas. So what we do often is we sit down, we talk about just to do campaign planning. We do this with our clients. We also can do it on our own, knowing what a brand is looking for, what themes they're looking for. But basically what we do is we sit down and we have a brainstorming session. We come up with themes and products. Maybe new products are coming out pretty soon. Maybe there's a seasonal product that you might want to highlight. Any holidays that are coming up that you might want to share with your audience that if you're having a special on, or anything like that. Again, Starbucks is a really great example. They have their seasonal products on dial. They're constantly seasonally changing things, and so that's really fun. So you can do that too. Hello everybody. There's some people joining us today. Okay, so fall campaign plans. Does anybody have any ideas for fall campaign planning besides back to school, pumpkin spice latte, holidays? The fall, the leaves changing, and Thanksgiving and being with family and that sort of stuff is really fun. You can always get with your people and talk about what fall means to you and what things you want to share. Okay. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is photography. We launched a new website earlier this month. We have a couple new ones coming up that we're launching as well. That basically we contracted with some photographers and got some really great brand photography done specifically for the website. So instead of using stock photographs from stock websites, we got the actual people in the actual business. We got their photographs. So we do this for a couple of reasons. Number one, it makes it easier for us to control the story that we're telling on the website. Number two, it's really, really great for the audience. They're looking at your content and they feel a lot more engaged. They feel like they know you. It's really great brand like presence and just branding to have professional photographs done for your website. So professional photography is an expense. However, it is totally worth it. If you have brand photography done for a website, you can also use them for your social media. You can also use those photographs for other collateral that you have. And think about it, if you have really great professional photography done, you can use those photographs for social media. You can use them for your website, for collateral, for any like PR that you have, any of your communications, and then everything is consistent and it looks the same across the board. And so then you look super professional. So that's great. So a couple of those websites do have custom photography and they look so great, and it just makes it so much easier to tell the story of the client. So the last thing I wanted to mention is Spry Summer Camp. So we are still in summer, even though I was talking about fall earlier. But summer camp, two of the tracks that we have going are Facebook and Instagram kind of intensive. Lacey and I have spoken about a few others: user experience, presence management, and there's another one that we do. But there's two of them right now, Facebook and Instagram, that we teach. Obviously, we can do just social media overall, all your social media, make sure everything is consistent and clear. But of course, Instagram and Facebook both have different strategies. They have different tools. They reach different audiences. They just there's differences. For instance, Facebook, you don't want to write as much text in posts for Facebook. In Instagram, people are used to reading long captions. If any of you have noticed that, there's just different kind of different kind of things that everyone does in both platforms that are really, you want to focus on them. You don't want to be copying social media posts and just copying them and sharing them across all of your channels, because that makes you look lazy. Don't do that. So with Facebook and Instagram for our Spry Summer Camp, we go into both of those separately, and we have a lot of fun with that. So to wrap it all up, what we talked about today was our events and our social media hostessing and guiding during live events, which is what Lacey is doing right now at Gen Con out in Indianapolis. We are doing our fall campaign planning right now, and if you all have any questions about fall campaign planning or have any ideas, or want to bounce any ideas off of us, we love brainstorming. It's like our favorite thing. So fall campaign planning, new sites, and doing custom photography for your new sites, for social media, for all your marketing. And then our Spry Summer Camp, Facebook and Instagram intensive. They're super fun. And that is all I have today. If anyone has any questions, just throw them in the comments. And next week, Lacey will be back with you. All right, goodbye everybody.